Hi, it's Frank Rom here at First United Methodist Church in Saxe, as you can see by this awesome t shirt. But today is, it's late Tuesday afternoon, April 9th. So we'll just say I'm turning this in early for Wednesday, April 10th. But I wanted to talk to you about something that I've been a little slow coming around to the understanding of, and it all came up in a conversation at lunch today with our daughter, Emily Rom Whitman, who is very wise. She asked me what is my favorite part of being a pastor. And I said, well, I really like preaching, and I love that I am invited into some very privileged parts of family histories with funerals and weddings and hospital visitations and things like that. And sometimes when I tell people they are loved, that might be the first time in several days or several weeks that anybody has said that to them. So that's kind of fulfilling, to say the least. But it got me started on what is my least favorite part of being a pastor, and that is record keeping. I know some people love details and they love keeping records, and my hat is off to them because we need you. Because the church has a lot of people like me who, details just don't turn me on. That's the thing. But what it is about details is the numbers counting, the numbers keeping, and the numbers reporting that we and every church does, reporting the numbers of people who are in attendance at worship or Sunday school, mission events, you name it. And I've had church members come to me and say, I really don't like that we have such an emphasis on numbers. We have so much important work to do. Why are we spending so much brain time and heart time on the numbers? And I think that's a very valid lament. But I want to encourage all of us to think about the numbers this way. Maybe the numbers in worship are kept track of because of the numbers not in worship. Contemporary church research tells us that 70% of Americans do not have a faith home, regardless of their declared faith, whether it's Christianity or Judaism or Islam or Hinduism or Buddhism or whatever it may be. 70% do not have a faith community to which they belong. And in the most recent United States Census, the biggest growth in worship group was the group that put a little check in the box next to none of the above. Look, the numbers in church, they're not about the numbers that are in here. Those are about the numbers that are out there, because we have neighbors around our church building, and so do you at your church. We have neighbors who do not have a faith community that wraps their arms around them. And that's going to include, 70%, again, of those people around us. That's going to include people who are lonely, hungry, sick, grieving, discouraged. Maybe they're looking for a job. Maybe they're homebound. Maybe they can't get out. But for sure, they do not have a faith community that can wrap them up and love them. So again, the numbers in the sanctuary, they're not about who's here. They're about who's out there, who needs the church to come to them, to be the church. That's our job as the church, to go out there, be the church, help people out when we can, in whatever way we can, and to tell people they are loved. Our church is going to start doing some things differently around here, and I encourage you to talk to your pastor, and pastors out there, talk to your folks about figuring out a way to get out there and tell people that they're loved. Tell people about Jesus. Tell people about God's grace and forgiveness. Tell people they aren't alone. Tell people they are loved. You are loved. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.